Ayodeji.
Hi, I'm Kachi.
And welcome to The Square, a podcast where we have honest conversations about life, pop culture, and everything in between with casual conversations from a global perspective.
That's right. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and share. And make sure you let people know how awesome it is.
All right, let's get into the episode. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Hi, we're back again. Another fantastic episode we have for you. I was telling Fumis the other day, like, you guys know how much I love you guys as our listeners. I love the listeners. I'm always thinking about them when I'm choosing and curating with our guests. So, also, Kachi is not here with us today, so it's just me and our wonderful guest. But Kachi might pop in at some point, let's see how it goes. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Another episode of The Square. We are here with a fantastic guest. Wonderful guest, so much talent, honestly. The dynamic, the fun, the amazing, super talented, the voice of a siren, right? So we're here with the big engine herself, Ebun.
Period.
Ebun,
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Decent. I'm
Decent.
And I say, it's been okay.
Been all right.
How's your week?
Life's okay. Week has been okay. Working.
Saturday. Anything fun planned this weekend?
I am not feeling that well, so this is the only thing. All other plans have been cancelled. This is where my energy is, and then I'm going to bed.
The bed is honestly, I'm with you on that. It's been raining. It's been terrible.
Oh, really? It's been raining here as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Stormy rain.
It's not cute.
But it's okay. Sometimes you need to just sit down sometimes and take a breather. I think it's important to rest.
I think so. So you've had a quiet week. How was work? You guys, by the way, if you don't know, everyone has a 9 to 5.
I have a 9 to 5.
Well, we'll come back to that. How was your work?
Firstly, I don't even start at 9. We start at 8.
Vibes.
So I feel like I have an 8 to 8 p.m., sometimes 9 p.m. But it was okay. I mean, we push, we move. I do what I have to do, make my money, and then put it all in music.
Honestly, the cost of passion is so insane.
The cost of the passion
is absolutely insane. But like I said, we'll circle back. But you guys, like I said, I'm here again with the wonderful, beautiful, and talented Ebun Yelé.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm so happy to be here, by the way. When you said you wanted me in the podcast, I was like, absolutely, I'm here. I'm down.
You've been on a low-key media source, so this actually works out quite well.
Yes,
me,
exactly.
Because
it really does.
I can just ride on the wave. You've been up and around, a couple podcasts. We're seeing you. New song out.
Yeah.
Music videos popping. Everybody, you are front and center of mind.
Fantastically. I feel like a superstar. I love how you said I've been on a media tour. Period.
An absolute star. But yeah, like I said, happy to have you. But
Thank you.
First thing is first, I want to ask you, because we usually have a thing where we start to discuss things in the media cycle and things in the news. But just before I get into anything like that, how are you? Because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. How are you feeling about how's your mental? What's going on?
My mental. I think my mental is actually not bad. Thank God. I think sometimes I can be oh my gosh, Lagos. So I recently moved back to my dad's house. So I moved to Nigeria. I got my flat on the island. I did it all up. Look at me, I'm living that. This is my first time living alone.
Yeah.
And then after a year, the landlord doubled the rent. And I literally was thinking, do I pay or do I just go home? Should I pay? Should I go home? But I had to decide to go home because doubling the rent when I know I have a passion that I need to fund.
Yeah.
So I feel that was a hard decision, and that kind of messed up my mental health a little bit. But everything's okay. I've just used the money to renovate my room. I did myself a new bathroom. I'm building a studio, which I cannot wait to document. I had a studio in my last place, but this one is going to be bigger and better. So I'm just those are the things that keep me going, looking forward, looking at the next steps and not just dwelling on what didn't happen. Yeah, exactly. So I feel a bit better now.
That's good. I'm almost living at home. Obviously, I know that in my opinion, I think living at home is, especially at this age, is quite interesting, I think.
So to be fair, my family are in the UK. So it's not the end of the world.
Empty house. That's their since. What's the issue?
It's far away from where I work and where everything is. So it's on the mainland. And I was I want to be an island girl. But you know what? It's not that far. To be fair, it's actually, even though it's on the mainland, I have friends around. People are there, so it's not that deep. I have a driver. So I have a driver. So.
Must
It's
be
not the end.
nice. It's
It's not
not
the
the
end
end of
of the
the
world.
world. It could be a whole lot
But yeah,
worse.
it could be a whole lot worse. But because like I have my day job and I have music stuff, so it's always nice to just be able to pop in, pop out, do things
Yeah,
in and out from home. Once you live on the mainland, it's kind of like once I'm on the island, I want to be on the island. Unless it's
yeah.
Ikoyi. Ikoyi, I'm like, okay, I can pop in and out. Once you start going past Ikoyi, then I'm
It
like,
starts.
ugh,
It starts to become a bit hectic.
exactly. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We thank God. We thank God there's a house.
I agree. I think, like I said, because I've also recently moved back home on a level, and it's been an adjustment. I'll put it like that.
Really?
Yes, because my parents are actually, for the most part, around, right?
Yeah.
I had to adjust the level of accountability needed to live with your parents. I've been living alone for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. 100%.
The accountability at my age is difficult. What do you mean? What do I
What
mean? Where are you
exactly? No, I feel you.
guessing? Where am I going to? Am I coming from? Where am I? Can you imagine? Like I said, the accountability required to live in your parents' house is crazy. I had
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
adjust a little bit. I'm not quite used to that. Obviously, used to having my siblings around, amazing. But like,
I feel
like
you.
sharing things. Like I haven't shared a bathroom in years.
Oh,
What are we
yes, of
doing?
course.
What
It's
are we
fine.
doing? It's
It's
not fun.
life. It's
It's
life. It's the
it's life.
transition that you have to do sometimes. And sometimes you actually have to take a step back to push forward. It's like a
Okay.
catapult.
I think
So
so.
it's okay.
I think it's okay. So with that, my mental health has been
Yeah.
interesting. I think like I said, just being away from Nigeria as a whole, a little bit
Mm,
complicated, but I think it's fine.
yeah.
I think it's
Good.
fine. Like I said, mental health awareness month, things are coming along. Because I was watching a video yesterday and they was just saying that that you should at least take some time out this week or this month. Oh, someone I haven't spoken to them, but check up on them, see how they're doing. And I just thought that
Mm-hmm.
was really, really, really profound. I literally
Did you
called one
do
of my
that?
friends. I did
Okay.
call one of my friends today because while we were still trying to get set up, before you came, I called someone, had a little bit of a chat and called somebody, and it was really, really nice. And I think that, because they're not really expecting it, because you guys don't talk that often,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really good. And even
It was sweet.
while I was away, I went up to see a couple of my friends. Literally went out on my way. I went when I was in London. I went up to Manchester to see my friend for the day.
Oh, nice.
Just to see how he was doing, catch up, and it was an amazing thing. We spoke about a bunch of different things about life and how things have been. So I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but yeah. So definitely, I think prioritize your relationships. Visit
Good.
your friends and enjoy that.
You have to. You really, really have to.
And you guys were getting a whole lot older. And aside from that, nothing interesting has happened this week. There was a new pope. I don't know what it means. I'm not Catholic. People are up in arms that he's American. I don't know what that means. Are you a Catholic? Do you know what it means? Okay,
No,
yeah.
but I did go to a Catholic primary school. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and I watched the conclave as well. So that kind of made me feel like, oh
I don't
yeah,
even know what that means.
what?
What is
You
that?
you need to watch it. It was like they won a few Oscars.
Oh, it's a
So
movie.
it's a movie, yeah, sorry.
Okay, sorry. That's why it didn't even. I thought it was like a thing.
No, no, no.
Because I heard them saying conclave when they were doing this Pope thing,
Oh
like
yeah,
today.
yeah, sorry.
So
It
I
is a
don't even
thing.
know.
And then there's a
And
recent movie
you see,
about choosing the Pope. So the fact that the Pope died was very relevant, and people that had just watched the movie could relate back to
the
this
war
whole.
was.
Yeah.
You see,
Yes,
legitimately,
yes.
exactly. So conclave, and then what other thing happened this week that was interesting? Oh, did you see Sinners? Have you seen Sinners?
No, I haven't seen Sinners yet.
Oh my gosh, I wish we could talk
So
about
the
it. I
thing
wish
is, I don't like horror movies.
there's
Like horror
nothing
movies,
horrific
like
about that movie.
really?
There's nothing
Because
horrific
they said
about
it
that
was a
movie.
horror movie, and I'm like,
They
like
lied. So many
like
people lied about
I'm a
that.
jumpy girl. Like even Spider-Man, like one of my memories of watching Spider-Man, like ages ago, my cousin's birthday party. I literally had popcorn like in my hand, and there's this scene, like literally when I say an old movie, like I think Spider-Man 2 or something. And the guy's hand like pops up from the balcony. And I remember I poured all my popcorn, like on my
Oh
like
wow.
literally I was like, whoa, like that's how jumpy I am. Like even like if the NEPA siren goes on, I'm like,
Oh wow. I mean, I've seen it. Nothing horrific about the movie.
really?
People were lying
It's
so
so
much about that movie. They told lies. They
really, but
told
it's
lies
good.
about that movie. It is good, but I felt like everybody like, oh my gosh, movie of the year, best movie ever.
Mm-hmm. It's not that good, really.
No, you
Oh, but
see, I
I
promise you,
love
seven
Michael B.
out of
Jordan.
10. It's a good movie.
Really?
Good movie. But I feel like there were just some things that I didn't necessarily like, and I feel like if they had been done better, it could have been an eight. So I think like one of the reasons I like it is because it's quite original. Never seen a movie like that before. And they
Mm.
combine all different themes. I don't even think you should be able to do that personally, but for the most part, it worked out. I
The
think.
fact that it's original is a big sell, though. Like, I
Yes,
like
and
seeing
it's black,
original things.
very black,
Yeah, and it's black. Fair enough.
very
I will
very black.
watch it. I know I will watch it. I always end up watching the black horror movies only because it's black, if you know what I mean.
But
But
then
I
this is
don't
what I'm
like
saying.
horror.
But stuff like Get Out and like the other
Get
one,
Out
Us, I think
creeped
it
me
was.
out.
But there was
Even
nothing
like
horrific
no
about it.
Us. I watch all of. For me, those freak me out. Like I think about it. Like what was the movie with Lupita? Was that Us?
Us, I think it's Us. Yeah, the
That
one where like
freaked.
there was like a family that wore the red suits that came
Yes,
from the
that
thing.
freaked me out. Like even
Oh
like
wow!
well, in my house in England, I have like my Google Home, and I'm literally like oh,
And
I
then
just
it
hope
comes
everything.
up.
Do you get what I mean? Like even my
Okay,
chat GPT.
I mean, if that's the threshold, then you might be a little bit spooked by
I think
sinners.
that's why I feel like Sinners would
You
really
would be
scare me.
spooked, but you should
Yeah.
go with your friends. Go with your
But I
friends
will
and
watch
watch it.
it. I will
You
watch
need
it.
to
I
watch
will
it.
100% watch it. I have to. I really admire Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan. Those are two people I really like. And I would
Yeah.
love to work with them as well in the future.
Amen. We're putting out into the
Amen.
universe. We need you with Michael B. Jordan. We need that kind of collab.
Ooh, yeah.
Things we didn't know we needed. That's one of them. I swear to God. But yeah, so yeah, guys, that's essentially what's going on this week. And we will just jump into the next segment. So you guys are back again with Ebun. We just and essentially, so I guess outside of like big picture thing, right? Taking a step back. Obviously, you're in the UK, you said your family's there, you're in uni, banging it out, done, right? Why did you decide to come back to Nige? Like your mates are running away from this place, but you are so wise and you said, "Oh my gosh, like Nige, like I love this place so much."
Nice. Gotta come back.
Like, do you get what was that about? Like, how did that sort of come together?
So, firstly, the grass isn't always greener. So, even though to be fair, like living in England and London works, and obviously the pay is much better if you're working in a corporate role.
Yeah,
I moved back to Nigeria because I know I wanted to do music and I wanted to do Afrobeats. So I wanted to be in the country that birthed Afrobeats, work with the producers. And I felt like there was no way that I could do that and also grow the community that I want to grow
yeah.
without actually being immersed in the community. So that's why I came back.
So you
And I
came back
love it here
fully like on a passion thing. Like, I
on a
want to chase
passion.
the music thing.
I moved back on a passion. I want to chase music. I
Jesus,
still work and I knew I had to
obviously
work because I needed to fund the
the
passion,
lifestyle
but
because you do work fairly corporate, right? Which is important to
yes,
highlight.
yes.
And as you
I
said, the
work in the
corporate pay.
finance industry, which, by the way, the finance industry in Nigeria is one of the best industries. I must give it to them. I
Yeah,
actually think I work
yeah.
in two of the best industries in the country, finance
I
and
mean,
music.
because relatively your pay is very fantastic, but in terms of they drink your blood in
Oh yeah,
finance,
they
right?
drink your blood. Oh
Like
yeah.
it's a bit
Like I have not had a job. So I've worked two different jobs now since I've been in Nigeria. And I haven't had a role that just finishes like at 5 o'clock. And
how
like 5 o'clock where?
you
How?
get how.
How? Like
Literally,
so I
I
think
work
yeah.
Big Four as well, so same vibe. How can you
Yeah,
finish at
same
five?
vibe. But
But
yeah, I
yeah,
needed to move back. I just knew in my heart that I should come back. So
hmm.
yeah, I did it. And I
I
came
mean, but then
scared.
obviously,
I was scared, but it's okay.
so what then inspired it? Like inspired the love and the passion for music, and like what's like the backstory behind that? Because like I assume that was maybe pre-uni or something, or while you were younger.
Yes. So to be fair, I've always wanted to be a musician. Like even as a kid, I used to tell my dad, like, I want to be a pop star. My dad used to say, you should be an opera singer. And I'm like, no, I want to be a pop star.
Okay.
So, but I think like life, like obviously growing up, and even when I was at uni, I kind of just focused on uni and just didn't really follow through with the dream. But I think when COVID hit, I had started a corporate role, I was working at home. And I just thought, wait, why am I not actually chasing my dreams like with everything in me? So that was how I just said, yo, I'm doing music. I got myself a new laptop. I got like a microphone, speakers, headphones, everything. I was like, this is it. Like, this is where my money is going.
Okay.
And I've just been pushing it since, to be honest.
And you didn't really have because I assume you would have had doubts because and it's nice that you said your dad was somewhat supportive, but did you have like any like, oh my gosh, like maybe I shouldn't do this, like putting myself out there on a level, like like what if I fail? Did those sort of things come to your mind? You're like, nah, man,
I
I got
mean,
it.
I have loads of doubts. Like even recently, like releasing a new single, I'm like, is this song actually good? Like, but I would rather do something that I know I wanted to do than not do it and then have regrets. I think having doubt is one thing, but having regrets, that's when it really kill you.
I
So
mean, I think,
sometimes you just
yeah,
have to do things scared.
I agree. And I think that even with your music, I think your sound has changed. And like
It
you need to get
has.
into that
It
because I
has
think,
actually changed.
yeah, because it's giving more, because it's giving, it's a lot more, because I feel like, I don't know, because again, I'm not really in the music space, but I listen to all
Hmm.
of your songs. That's why I do my homework, listen to all your songs. And like the sound sort of changed and it became more, I want to say more like poppy or something, like the beat kind of sort of picked up a lot and was giving, there was actually one song you did that was giving me Amapiano vibes, and I love Amapiano. I don't know which song it was.
Bon appetit.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think the beat was giving, that kind. Your sound
Yes.
has changed, and I feel like I don't know whether it's as a relation or whether you're sort of changing how you understand and interpret the music, or whether you're just trying your hand at different things.
So to be fair, I'm just trying my hand in different things.
Okay.
So Bon Appetit, the Amapiano song, it was actually like an R&B song before, but then I went to Homecoming had this event at Notting Hill.
Okay.
And I was like there, and like there was this DJ Lariz, and I was like, this is so good. Like the way he was mixing the songs, the vibe was just sensational. So I literally just went
Okay.
up to him, like, I really, really like what you did. Like your set was amazing. I have this song that I would like to see how it would sound like with this piano Afro house vibe. Please, can you try it? And he was like, sure. He's such
That's
a
it.
nice guy.
Afro house is what
Afro
the
house,
word I
yeah.
was trying to look for. Go
Yeah,
on, please. That's it.
exactly. He is so good at that sort of stuff. So I literally sent him the file, and it was actually like I sent it to him and I didn't even think he was going to like do anything with it. He was like he loved it, and then he never like got back. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Like I'm still doing my thing. And then eventually he came back with like that, and I was like, I love it. And then that's how I
Yeah.
released that with Larizzle.
Yeah, that is
But I'm trying
fantastic.
everything. Like Faji is like Afrobeat. I literally had like this guy from TikTok, who I love. His name is Babachair. Like hype me. That's where I got the name Big Engine from. Because he's just like Ebun Yelé, Big Engine. And I'm like, okay.
I
So
think I,
like,
I think I think it's quite apt. I think it fits because your
thank
voice
you.
carries, like you have a
Thank you.
very big voice, so I think that's very interesting.
Thanks.
I love that.
So yeah, I'm just trying everything that I can. I think my latest single, Antidote, is definitely more poppy. I think it's like an
Mhm.
Afro pop. But then
I mean,
I
you've done
have
R&B, you've done Afro house. No, like I said, your sound has been
Yeah,
changing.
yeah. I'm just trying everything. Like, I'm still kind of new to it. I literally have like 5 singles out now.
Yeah,
And I think maybe even 4 solo singles out. Actually, 3 solo.
solos.
If it's
I think I
just
think
me,
I think it's
I think
three. No,
it's three. Yeah, just
it's
me, 3.
100 kilometers underwater and an antidote, right? Those are
Yeah,
three.
those 3 by myself. Yeah. So we're new to this. We're just gonna do whatever we can, and I just keep
I think so.
Yeah. The next stuff I have another feature, and I'm so
Fine. No,
excited for
it's
that
good.
song.
It's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
I was just gonna say, like, that song is, I don't even know what genre that song is. It's kind of, I want to say grime, but it's not grime. But like the beat, I'm not like rapping, but there's a rapper on it.
I
But the
think that's
song
good.
is different. Like the beat, when I heard the beat, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to come on this beat, but I need this beat. I love the beat. Like the I'll play it for you. So yeah, I'm just trying new things and seeing what happens. But I have an EP that I'm also working on, and that's definitely heavily R&B. So that my first EP, I think I'm going back to my roots of R&B. So yeah.
Okay, and with regards to like family and friends, like what's like that sort of support like, or that's that
Oh,
support system?
everyone's so supportive. Like my family and my friends are so supportive of me. And I think that's what keeps me going because I can't imagine not having support. Like
Yeah,
even my mom would just message me like, I've just had like your song on repeat. How's it going? I'm like, oh, thanks. Or like for instance, so I had another
yeah,
podcast just before this, and she's like, oh, I saw you were in a podcast. Please send me the link. Let me go and listen now and share with my
that's
friends.
amazing. That's
So like
amazing.
my mom is so supportive. I love her so much. She's so
Yeah, so
cute.
so your mom has sort of been one writing for you since like the inception a little bit. So she
Yes,
was your
yeah.
biggest.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay. But that's good. And I guess even like sort of taking a step forward into the music and the creative process, like so how does that begin? Do you write the song first, then try to find a beat that works for the song, or do you have a beat, then make a song
No,
that so
I'm
how
a
what's
beat girl first.
okay?
And I don't know, I think it's because obviously I work and I've always worked a 9 to 5, like ever since I graduated. So whenever I'm in the studio and I hear a beat, that's where it starts from. So I
Mhm.
do have like poetry. So okay, let me actually go back. Let me not say poetry, but I do like journal entries. So every morning, like I literally
Okay.
write in a note, and I could write for hours, by the way, just writing how I feel. Or sometimes if I'm just
Hmm.
in a state and I'm not like in my bedroom to be able to write on a note in my notepad, then I'll write stuff on my phone. So those can be like the emotions of how I'm feeling that I can translate into a song. If I hear a beat that translates to one of the things that I've been thinking of or I've written about, then I'll basically do that. So I'll basically look at the beat or hear the beat and know this relates to what I spoke about or this relates to what I've written about. Let's work with that. And then I go from there. So,
Okay, okay. I mean,
yeah.
like, because I can at least the one thing that I can tell from listening to music, I know you write your own music. Like I don't need anybody to tell me. I know you write your own music. Because it's very much you, very much your vibe. Like it's nothing like insane. So I know you write your own thing.
Yeah.
And I guess
Thank you.
so in
Thank you.
terms of like
I
like
have worked
your
with songwriters
producers.
though. I wouldn't say I haven't
I
worked with
mean,
songwriters, but I'm
yeah,
like
but
in the
I
room and we're vibing together.
yes, I think there's more of a collaborative element. It's not so much that someone
Yes.
writes for you and then you take it and
Yeah.
run with it. It's more so like,
Oh,
okay, this
yeah.
makes sense. I'll then add it to this and then you put it together. But you're still very much, it's still very much your brainchild, that kind of a thing.
100%.
Okay, so you get the beat, you write the song, and then so in even the song like the producers, like is it just more so like people that you know, or is it like the new song that you have that more so like you just sort of you find a producer and then you then like how does that sort of the how does that sort of connection work?
So my first ever single, Underwater, was with a producer called Sunset Driver, who my manager at the time introduced me to. And
Okay,
she did my first two singles and co-produced my third single. And then my last two singles was with the new producer that I met in Nigeria, who my now manager introduced me to. So basically my manager here in Nigeria, and he introduced me to that guy. And then I think from there, I then started meeting more people, like being on Twitter and just being in Nigeria. So I've met more producers. So I have more songs with different producers and we just vibe.
okay,
And it's been good
yeah,
because now that I've been in Nigeria for over a year now, I've had the opportunity to meet people. I've been outside, you meet someone, oh, I'm a producer, oh, I'm an artist, like let's collab, like let's meet up. So I meet up with people and I just make stuff with them. So that's been cool.
and are there like any artists that inspire you like when you like when you were younger that you really love their sound and then sort of they help to bring that love of music in you?
I love Ariana Grande. I
Okay,
love Beyonce. I love Mariah Carey. But one day, like out of literally recently ish, I'd listened to Mariah Carey's whole discography because I was like, I
oh
need to know the
wow,
greats. And I'm like, girl,
yeah,
that girl can sing. Like I was
excellent.
literally like emotional, like, whoa. Like, and she can write as well. Like she too, she's a storyteller. So I'm very much like, I like the fact that she tells her story. I read her book and I think it was reading her book that made me really like. I already liked her. Obviously, she's Mariah Carey and there were songs that I knew, but I didn't know her. I'm really ashamed to say I didn't even know she was mixed race. Like I didn't know. I didn't even know what I thought she was. Like so bad. But it was when I read the book I was like, "Oh, Mariah Carey's mixed race."
Yeah, I feel like we sort of do a disservice to her because like we forget her entire discography, her whole like body of music, and then all we remember is "All I Want for Christmas Is You" every year. That's literally like, oh yeah, okay, Christmas coming, we're just gonna bump
Yeah,
the shit, and
but
then we send her on our way. But she
she
has
has
bangers.
hits, so she has jams and she has a voice. She has a
Her voice,
fantastic
she
voice.
can sing.
She
Like
can
she can so it,
sing. She can sing. So yeah, I love her. I love Beyonce. Beyonce, it was listening to one of Beyonce's songs that made me like say, I need to sit up and do music again. Like, what am I doing?
man, okay.
So Beyonce is the reason why I'm here right now.
Are
Definitely.
there any Nigerian or African sort of
Tewa
artists?
Savage, love her.
Okay,
She again
okay,
is one of my inspirations. She's also a UK girlie that moved to Nigeria. So
yeah.
I genuinely like she has given me inspiration in the sense that okay, she did it. So like she has actually shown that it can be done. So do it as well. And then obviously I love Thames, love Arista. Like Thames as well is an inspiration in the sense that I just love how she just put herself out there and literally just was so successful. So like her journey is so let me not say quick. I don't want to say it's quick.
It's not quick. Tempted been singing for years, but what I was just gonna say on
Yeah, it's
that
not
is
even
that
quick. It's just it's but it's like exponential.
Yes, it's quite streamlined. It wasn't like an up down up. Like she just sort
Yes,
of up up up
exactly.
up. You know.
It was just up, up, up. And I just think, wow, like the structure, the dedication, the mind. Because if you think about it, like music is such a game. Like the music industry is such, you're playing a game. So for you to just keep on winning, like every single battle you win,
I
you have
mean,
to give it to
the
that
only
babe.
thing I would say for Thames and even almost like artists like you is like I feel like I know, especially for Thames, is her market isn't necessarily Nigeria.
Mm.
That's
But
not
I
really.
still feel like it is.
I
I don't
mean,
know,
her
maybe it's,
major market. I don't think so. Like the people
yeah,
who like
true.
bump Thames, like yeah, this is like you're not hearing because at the end of the day we love that Afro house sort of vibe.
Mm.
It's literally because our focus on music is things we can dance to.
True, true.
Like that is literally what embodies Nigerian music as of today. The
Mm,
songs that go
mm.
are the songs we can dance to, the songs we can
True,
play in,
true,
songs that
true,
we can
true. That is
be
very
pumping
true.
our shoulder to, and that's just not Thames. Thames is like she's an amazing singer, great vocals, great artist, but time and place is
Mm,
with Thames.
mm.
Time and place.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You
But
get.
she did it, man. And she did it
No, she's amazing.
fantastically.
She's fantastic. I love Thames.
Fantastically.
I love Thames. I
So
absolutely
yeah.
love Thames. Okay, and I guess in terms of like obviously artists, like who is your dream collaboration? Like who would you love to like have either you be on their song or have them on your song?
I love Wizkid. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I love Wizkid. As a teenage girl, Wizkid and Justin Bieber were like my crushes. Like,
Big
I
Wiz.
love
Okay, I
them.
hear it. I hear it.
So I would love like a Wizkid, a Wande Cole, a Burna Boy. I would love in
Okay,
terms of Nigerian artists. In terms of American artists, a Beyonce. Imagine like having a Beyonce remix.
that's crazy.
That would make my life.
That's
Like I'm not even joking.
insane.
It would make my whole life.
You don't need to sing again. That's like
Do
I've
you
done the
get
whole music. There's no
like
music
what a
again.
stamp of approval? But then I just love like to be fair, like any artist, I just love if the song is good, like I just love it. Today
If it's good,
I discovered this new girl called Ossie Grace. She literally
okay.
just had like a recent glitch. Is it Glitch Africa? Glitch Cloud? Oops. Glitch, like a glitch performance. And she had this song called Ocean, and I was like, this is fantastic. Like, and she's a new artist, like literally just 2 songs out. And I'm like, I would want to work with her because she's so good. Like, I just want to work with people that are actually good, you know?
I can
So,
actually sing, right? Like I said, I feel like there are a lot of people that they rely on a lot of engineering and sound creativity. When we were
mm,
younger, we used to call it auto tune, but now it's a little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
more technical than auto tune. Anybody can have a tune these days, right?
true.
And they can just play around a little bit with it, and then it sounds okay. Some of the people that can actually sing, I rate and respect them a lot.
Fairs,
I really,
fairs.
really do.
But honestly, I don't even mind like if you're using autotune or the technicalities of it because I feel like being an artist is just that whole package. Whether the vocals doesn't have to be the strongest thing. Maybe your branding is the strongest or your storytelling is the strongest, but as long as you just have that full package, that's like what I'm obsessed with. You actually just have a package, a product that you can sell and people are
Yeah, that
buying.
makes sense.
For
Exactly.
me, that's a solid music artist, man. Your vocals don't even have to be great. I mean, is Charlie Poppy singing in Laho? But that's currently
He's
the biggest
singing.
song right
Half of
now.
the song is vibes, man. Forget about
It's
that. Half of the
vibes,
song
and
is
we love
vibes.
it. And it's going. He's in freaking stadiums with that song. So for me, like, even if you want to give us autotune, give us the autotune, but package it
It
well.
just has to make sense. I hear it. I
You
hear it.
know, and people are doing it. So
And you've been back in Nigeria for what, like 2 years now or 3 years?
no, just under 2.
Just
So
under
I
two.
moved
Okay.
December 2023. So
Okay.
it's
So
been a year
just
and
a
four
little bit.
months, 5 months,
That's not bad.
6 months. Yeah, a year and 6 months. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A year and a
Yeah, since
half.
December. So
Yeah,
about
a
so
year and a
18,
half.
18 months. Madam, what do you feel like was your biggest challenge in like breaking into the scene?
Good question. I haven't really thought of anything as a challenge because I haven't really said I'm trying to break into the scene. I'm literally just following the plan that I've set up for myself.
You
Come
have
to
a plan.
Nigeria, release music, perform.
Okay.
And build a community. I think if anything, maybe that's the biggest challenge. I think when an artist has done university in Nigeria and they were already singing at university and they've just grown, you can see like they already have that community because people from university know them. I didn't go to uni here, so I feel like I'm a new girl, if that makes
Hello.
sense. I've just come. So I have to like build all the friendships and relationships and community from scratch. So I
Yeah.
think that's maybe the hardest thing about it. But it's also okay because I've genuinely met people that have supported me from the beginning. And I think that was one of the reasons why I also got a job. Like, fair enough, I needed the money, but it was
Hmm.
actually a really good way for me to actually just build a community. Like, all my
Meet people,
colleagues,
make friends,
meet
just like on
people.
a normal. Yeah.
Exactly. And even from there, like my colleague can be like, oh, my sister does this. And like the creative director for the Faji music video was my colleague's sister. Literally, like that's actually a real example that I used.
Wow.
So if I didn't work, would I have met her? I
I
don't
love
know.
that.
So literally, and then the producer was one of my colleagues as well. And he introduced me to the director and the videographer. So, you just move. You just have to figure it
Yeah.
out,
So
meet
yes, it's all
people.
like sort of coming together and making
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And
So
and it's sort of like, have there been like any sort of moments in your career so far that have been like this is like something that means a lot to me? Like, has any sort of happened that sort of sticks with you, like, that just sort of remains in your memory?
my first ever performance in Nigeria I think, has stuck with me the most. It was
Okay.
Hertitude
Where?
last year. Zikoko has this event, and I've performed for them twice now. But the first one, it was literally my first year in Nigeria, my first time even performing with backup dancers, and the crowd were literally so amazing. Like till
Oh
this day,
wow.
like I'm literally so in awe. Like when I went back the second time, I literally went with gifts because I was like, "You guys were so good the first time." I like gave them raincoats, t-shirts, like travel badges, like everything because it was so lovely. That definitely my
Wow.
first time, like that. I still always think about it and remember it and just love it so much.
First big Nigerian performance. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And in terms of, I guess, the business side of it, right? Like, how do you sort of, again, get that done? Like, in terms of like distribution and like knowing other people to work with in terms of like a management team and like like sort of producers and everything. Like, how do you sort of decide how you work through that process?
I think that is something that I'm actually still working on the most to actually find the people that I can work with in that business side properly. I think because I'm really just focusing on the actual art and performing and recording, that's a lot of where my focus has been.
Hmm.
And then I just kind of leave my manager to figure out that side of things. But soon, especially once I, want to distribute the EP that I have, I really want to take that seriously to make sure I hopefully get a distribution deal where I can get some money out of it. Because right now everything is self-funded. I've literally used
Dang.
all my pound saving. I've pretty much spent it. All the I don't even have
On
naira
music.
savings because it's literally just being spent on living in Nigeria. Because Lagos is so expensive for
As
like,
it's coming is
bruh. So yeah,
Lagos is just absolutely crazy. It's
yeah,
absolutely crazy.
yeah.
And what has been like almost like the craziest thing or like the most unexpected thing that's happened like during your career? Maybe like you're recording and like things went left, or like has anybody tried to move a bit mad and like like held your music hostage or anything like that? Like, because
Yeah.
I think
Oh
because
my
Nigerians
gosh.
in Nigeria will test you. They will test you.
Do you know something? In terms of holding my music hostage, that has happened to me in London, not even Nigeria. You crazy, crazy, silly
Ah,
boys. Silly, silly, silly boys who I paid, mind you, I paid for my song. I can't remember the rubbish they said. No, I remember. I paid for me too. I was so foolish. I don't even know why I paid before I even got I've done some silly, silly financial moves in this music thing. I've wasted a lot of money. It's annoying to say, but
wasted
there's some
by like
things that
mad. Yeah.
you can't dip it or else you actually get depressed. But some people are
Yeah.
just so silly. Boys can be so silly. No offense, I know you're a boy, but boys can just be like silly. So there's some things that you can't just overthink of because if you overthink about it, you would be depressed. But
It
yeah,
would be a
some
lot.
crazy things have happened. Some silly stuff, man. Just the people just trying to
When
think that they have
what
power.
does it mean? Like, what does that mean? What does silly mean in that context?
So, for instance, in the one that I'm talking about in regards to the money, I paid this guy to produce music and record me, and we were going to write together. And the first time, I think he recorded, oh, mind you, he didn't even have his own studio. So that was probably a
Wonderful.
big red flag that I should have known. So it was like, oh, yeah, I also have to pay for the studio
For the
time.
yeah.
Fine. I also paid for studio time. The first beat he did, I was like, I don't like this beat. He did a second beat and then he did a third one. The second one, I liked it. The third one, I didn't even remember it. And because the second one, we actually had a song on it. Anyway,
Yeah.
second and third, I told him, oh yeah, send it. He said he was going to send the first one that I said I didn't like,
That you didn't
and the
like, yeah.
second one. And I was like, are you funny? Like, just send me the two that I actually like. So anyway, that was a whole back and forth. Like, you're not trying to be collaborative, and that's what I don't like. I don't like working with people that are not seeing that this is a bigger goal. Like, let's collab, let's do things. Like, now in Nigeria, I don't even have to pay you before you give me a beat and we make music. But obviously, I'll always pay. But what I'm trying to say is, you don't make things or you don't collab with people with money being the first thing. For me, the goal is the music and the passion. And we
Yeah.
move from there and we do things collaboratively because we're enjoying what we're doing. Not
Yeah.
because you just want to
Because you
have a
want to
quick
cash
money
out.
grab and you want to cash out and you just do anything. Mind you, the person has even that's what's even annoying. The person has even paid you up front and you still can't deliver the service.
How
Absolute
can
crap.
be? It's
Absolute
insane.
crap.
Like I said, I know that a lot of things that happen in the industry, like musicians and producers and all the people around the actual music, they will test you, they will play with you. Is there anything that your community doesn't know about you that you'd love to share with us? Is there anything
I feel like I'm so open. Like, I've literally shared everything about me. Like, I used to
they know
box.
everything about
Like,
you?
I literally was beat up in a boxing ring and lost the first time, so I had to do it again so I could win. So I can say, yeah, I've won
Oh,
one. I'm not doing that again. If you think singing in front of a crowd is hard, imagine going to box in front of people where like you're literally getting beat up and people are watching and cheering for you to be
no,
beaten up.
wait. So like kickboxing or like the actual like with the boxing
Oh,
gloves and
I
everything.
actually started with boxing before I started kickboxing.
Why did you do that?
It was for charity. One of my best friends in England, her sister did it, and I was like, this is so cool. And I had just finished uni, so I was like, let me try it. So
Because
I did
people want
it.
to see
The
them
first
beat a
time,
fine girl. Anyways,
lol, they
I
beat me. Oh. I
I'll pay
had
for that still.
whiplash.
Now that I think about it, I'll pay for that. That sounds mad.
I literally could not move my neck. Like the day after the fight, I was like talking like this, like hi.
Jesus
So
Christ.
yeah,
So, but did
it
they
was
give you guys
crazy.
like the headgear as well, or just like bare
Yeah, they gave
face
us the
gloves?
headgear, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, it
Headgear or
doesn't
not,
matter.
they punch you in the face. They punch you in the face. Are you joking?
That's hectic.
But
And
yeah.
in terms of like, what are you listening to right now?
Oh, give me that Arya Star. I'm such an Arya Star fan. Like any song she has, I'm there. I'm
Okay,
there. So that's
okay.
like the song I'm listening to. Album. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like there hasn't been like an recent album that I'm really loving.
Like pumping.
Yeah, so I've just been listening to this Afro house mix. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been listening
Okay.
to.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think I like that. Have you listened to Davido's new album? Have you like got into it a little bit or not?
Yes, I have. I've listened to it. I love like the song with Amale and I love the 10 Kilo song. And I love Davido to be fair. Actually, I love Davido's career and the way he is as a human being. I just love him. But I haven't listened to the album as much as maybe some of his other
Yeah,
stuff. But yeah, that song with Amale is mad.
yeah. I mean, it's not. I think I've always said this. I don't. I think that for me, Davido is the best and the biggest. Not the most talented, not the best singer, not the best. No, I'm saying like David as a person, his impact, his like how far reaching he is with the people and like the everyday man. Like David is a man of the people.
Yes,
Like Nigerians on the road,
100%.
normal people love David.
One
That's the person I will ride with forever because like he's a man of the people. He does a lot for a
Exactly.
lot of
That's
people. Just a
what I
nice
was
guy,
saying about
amazing
just
guy.
being an artist. Like sometimes it's not just about the vocals or the song itself, but it's the way you just package your whole self and present yourself to the public. He is
That is everything.
fantastic. His rollout for Five was when I saw PlayStation 5, I was like, Davido, you're mine, like your team, like the way they
Random,
rolled
very
everything
random.
out. I
He
love
took it far. He took
but
it
I
far. I
didn't
love
think it
it
was
though.
random.
Yeah,
The name of the album was Five, and he was doing an ad for PlayStation 5. I thought that was genius. So I love it.
no, it
I
was. It
love
was.
like
I think it was amazing.
all of that. Like I love his story and
I think
everything.
casting your mind forward again, 2, 3 years from now, where do you see the big engine positioned in the industry?
The big
Where
engine
literally, like, where
is
do you
gonna
see
be the
yourself trying to
biggest.
be? Okay.
That's where I see myself. I'm not stopping. Like, I know exactly where I am and where I want to go. And as I said, like, I'm just going to keep with the plan. I just have to keep making music that is even better. Like, every
Okay.
day, my thing in my head is do better, be better. Every day, if I can just be a little bit better every day,
Okay. Yeah,
it's going now.
I
Like,
think so.
we'll get there.
You see it being a bit more local, a bit more international, because
No,
like
I want
because
to be
even
worldwide.
worldwide, okay,
Yeah,
okay, so
100%.
it's definitely international. Because even like when you look at the, because I know that you do get the analytics from like Spotify and Apple Music or whatever, and so where your play is coming from, like are most of them Nigerian or are they like in the diaspora? Like what's like that?
I
What's that
think
sort of
most of my music is in the diaspora. So I
okay,
have a
okay.
lot of London, UK, Amsterdam, Paris,
You know, I
and
told you.
Japan, Tokyo. Oh my gosh. Like, I still get surprised when I see like Tokyo up there. Tokyo is like top 5, top 10 for a lot of my songs consistently. So I'm
Why
like,
not?
I can't wait to go to Tokyo. Like, literally
They'll bump your shit. Why not? Yeah,
in year two, we had an assembly where everyone had to discuss their dream. And I remember I was 6 years old, 7 years old. I
yeah.
remember saying, I want to go to Japan in first class. And I have not
Wow.
been to Japan yet. So I know the day I go to Japan, I need to go in first class. And it has to
Energy.
just be amazing. I cannot wait to go to Tokyo. I know I'm just gonna love it. Like I just can't wait. So
True
yeah.
energy. I like that. I think that's very very fair. I like that. You guys, this is we're at the end of the episode. We have just been talking and yapping and yapping and yapping. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just having a great time. Like this is my own hobby. I love to yap. I love to have a interesting
It's good to
conversation.
yap.
So I think time and
You
place
need to
definitely.
yap.
I
It's always
think so.
important to have some yapping.
I think so. I think so. Evan, where can our people, where can our lovely people find you on social media so they can follow and interact? Where would you like them to come and find you?
Ebun Yelé everywhere. EBUNYELE on all social media. Go check me out. Go
We will
follow.
check you
Go
out.
like. Go
Handles
listen.
literally handles are tagged in the show notes. Please, you guys follow the podcast at the Square Pod on Instagram, Twitter, or rather X, whatever you want to call Instagram. Watch this on YouTube. Like, follow, share with your friends. You guys can follow me. My name is underscore. Yeah,
Love
that's
you
what
guys. Thank you. I had such a great conversation.
do you get. I
Thank you
had
for
it.
having me.
Thank
Thank you
you,
for
everyone.
inviting me.
Thank you for accepting our invites.
Of course.
I'm honored again to be in the presence of the big engine, super talented, multifaceted, big time, big time. You guys don't play on everyone. Listen to her music. She's amazing. The music is
Thank
amazing.
you.
And give it
Also
a go.
honored. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys have a good day. Have a good rest of your week or weekend, whatever you want to do, and I will speak soon. Bye.
Bye.